What does it mean for you to be out here with your family on this beautiful day?
Well, first of all, it means a lot to my daughters. They love being out here in the park. One of their favorite places in all of San Antonio is here across the street at Kitty Park. And so it's a great place for them to have a lot of fun. And, you know, you see your children enjoying themselves. It only puts a smile on your face and it fills your heart. It also has additional significance that right next to Kitty Park is the Ranch Motel. That's when I got here 20 years ago after UT. That's where I lived with my brother. I mean, it reminds me that if you work hard, play by the rules, you can live your American dream. From way back to today, I mean, you come by and you feel a sense of serenity. You see people with their families and enjoying themselves and living their American dream.
So in order to have things, nice things like this beautiful park and this playground, you got to have good city management. You got to make sure that you have income coming in and the outcomes going to the right places, right? So talk about that in regards to making sure that parks like this are available to children all across the city.
Oh, remember, I'm a businessman. For the last 20 years, I've ran 20 businesses, 3 successful businesses. And at the end of the day, it's about priorities. Our priorities here at the city, well, public safety, make sure our neighborhoods are safe, that our streets are clean, that we have good quality schools, that we have good paying jobs. And the limited amount of resources that we have to invest them wisely. That's why this upcoming bond is become such an issue. It's $850 million, of which in it, there's $650 million of real basic needs that we need to invest in. Streets and sidewalks, drainage, flood control, our parks and libraries. But also in this bond, you see $200 million that, well, let's just say could be put to better use. Do we really need to invest $50 million on Broadway when I look over here and it's so beautiful today? Do we really need to give Zachary Corporation $25 million to build a hotel downtown? They want to build it, great, but let them do it. Do we need to give Harburger Park $15 million for a land bridge for deer? Which at the end of the day, let's remember, deer don't read signs. When it says cross here, they're not going to know what it means. And if that I'm elected mayor of the city of San Antonio and this bond for some reason doesn't pass, I will take it, cut out the $200 million in special interest, and those real needs that we have, $650 million, put it back to a vote in November. We have a lot of needs in the city of San Antonio, but maxing out our credit card is fiscally irresponsible.
Talking about comparing it to maxing out the credit card, comparing it to a land bridge for deer, talking about giving away money to the Zachary Corporation. Those are very gross simplifications that really do not tell the full story of what those bond items are.
It's $15 million that we could use and anywhere across town for basic needs. With those $15 million, we could make sure that parks are open earlier and are open longer, that we could have more park officers in the parks that we have today.
Well, I mean, for example, you can't take that money that you would use for a bond and use that for salaries. So you're saying that there was, a corruption issue here?
I'm saying there was a conflict of interest from the very beginning and that no one has addressed this. And at the end of the day, it resulted in $200 million of pet projects that are in this bond. There's $650 million worth of things that I would vote for, that I support. In fact, if it doesn't pass it, I'm going to try to put that on November ballot. The city manager has accumulated so much power that she's the only one that could get 6 votes on council. I have an issue, certainly, with her pay. I mean, she makes more than the President of the United States and the Governor of Texas combined. So I have an issue with her pay, yes. But I also have an issue with her politics. May 6th, new mayor. May 7th, new city manager. May 8th, level the playing field.
So the mayor has the ability to fire the city manager the day after he's put in office?
I wish. The truth is, what I'm saying is more figuratively than literally. My point is that is a priority for me, and I think the voters understand it.
And so when did you decide that you were going to run for mayor? What was the thing that finally said, I got to run for mayor?
Well, sometime late November, I've lived my American dream. I think I've shared with everyone very publicly. I was born on the south side, maybe a little further south than you would think, in a little place called Mexico. But at the age of 3, my mom and I crossed the border, maybe swam a little, into McAllen, then came to San Antonio and El Paso, Los Angeles, and then eventually made my way back. So yes, I grew up as a DREAM Act student. They would pick the crops, mow the lawns, wash the dishes for their kids. This generation of Americans that are doctors, engineers, and architects, and why not, the next mayor of the city of San Antonio. So I'm living my American dream, and I want to make sure that you, your children, your grandchildren live their American dream, and that's certainly why I decided to run for mayor of the city of San Antonio.